And Scott, I think it's fair to say that result at Kidderminster Harriers has been coming.
Yeah, I mean, we kept on saying that the performances were improving and becoming more consistent. And after Sunday's performance and result, we wanted to take that into Wednesday, and we got a really good performance and got the result we deserved as well. So, when you look at after the Dover game, we've beaten Alfreton well. We were unlucky at Chester, and then we've had two really good games against Bristol Rovers and Dartford, where we've performed very well, and probably could have got 6 points out of those rather than the two. And then a good win against Torquay, should have got something out of Gateshead, and then another good performance against Portsmouth followed up with Kidderminster. So the run of performances is improving, and that's coincided with bringing better players into the squad and getting our injuries back. So that's all bodes well for the future. We just got to make sure that we can get those players on the pitch more often than not, and unfortunately we keep picking up little injuries and things keep going against us. So we just but in fairness to the lads that have come in and filling in and doing a job, they want to prove that they're worth a place in the side as well. So delighted with the whole squad really.
And now we move on to Nuneaton. They've lost their last 8 away. I think just one draw away from home this season, but they cannot be taken lightly.
Absolutely not. No, they've just signed Michael Gash from Kidderminster, and Liam knows this division really well. He gets his sides working extremely hard, and they're usually strong and powerful outfits that work very, very hard for each other. So off the back of a good performance on Wednesday, we're not going to take anyone lightly. We want to carry on what we're doing and go into the Portsmouth game with another 3 points under our belt and get closer to the teams just above us. We want to try and get in touch with those before too long, and try and catch them and reel them in, and then try and crack onto the top 10. And
it's another quick turnaround. Aldershot have already got a draw at their place already this season, but certainly Aldershot Town are a different side, and I suspect Nuneaton will be as well.
Yeah, and this is sort of typical of the league really. Similar last year, and we play a team even a month apart. Their formation or their squad is completely different, and obviously with Liam coming in as a new manager just after we played them before, they're going to change the way they play, but they caused us a lot of problems up there. We didn't compete well enough, and we didn't do well in our first half, and we got away with something out of the game when we improved in the second half. But we've shown that in the last 7-8 games that you need to perform for 90 minutes and be at it for 90 minutes to be able to get a result. I think that the players understand exactly what's required to make sure that they can build on performances and get the results that are needed in this league.
And clearly, without giving away your game plan for Saturday, 4-3-3 worked so well against Kidderminster. You've got personnel options, but also formation options as well. Yeah,
I mean, sometimes things are forced upon you a little bit. I wanted to try it for a while, but we haven't had the personnel to be able to do it, and we said to the lads before, you can talk about formations, talk about tactics all you like, but if you haven't got that work rate and that desire to go and win the game and compete, then it doesn't matter what formation you're playing, and that was true on Wednesday night. But we knew that our front three would cause them problems and be physical and have the energy to take up pitch and retain possession up there, and that was the case. And the three in midfield worked really hard, and both fullbacks stopped the ball going in our box, and when it did, then two centre halves and the keeper were very solid. So yeah, it worked that day. We haven't tried that before. We'll look at what personnel we've got. We've got some walking wounded, so we're not going to be able to do much in training today. We've got more people in the physio room than we have out on the pitch, but they strap themselves up. They brush themselves down and get on with it and try and get out for the next game. And that's all you can ask the managers, that people want to be out there and give their all, and that's what we've got, a group of players who want to do that. Are there any updates on those players that were missing on Wednesday night? Sam Hatton had to come off, unfortunately. Yeah, the good news, it's not broken toe, so it's just bruising, so we're hopeful that he's going to be okay. We'll have to assess Molesey and Williams again today, see how they've settled down. I think a lot of it was to do with fatigue, the heavy pitch at Portsmouth, and obviously all the adrenaline and the work we had to put in there, and obviously they worked extremely hard against Kidderminster. So we're hopeful that they'll be involved. Regards the others, but it's a case of waiting to the last minute really and to see who's capable of playing and who we can risk and who we can't risk, and that's where we are really at the moment. We can't afford to risk players just for one game when another few days rest might solve the problem and allow them to play consistently after that. But it's not coming at a great time. We've got a lot of games coming up, and then obviously you go into December with another load of more games. So the emergency loan window shuts on the 27th, so we might have to look at that given where we are with our injuries, and if the players are going to be out longer than we expect, then we may have to dip into that market again.
But you mentioned the word adrenaline, and this week it's entirely out, 3 home games in a week, and all of them big games, vital games in their own way.
Yeah, I mean it's been a great week so far. We've thoroughly enjoyed everything that was involved with the Portsmouth game, and obviously the win at Kidderminster to really get atmosphere around the place, and that's carried on. So we want to maintain that, and the fact that we're playing at home, we enjoy playing here, but we've got to keep performing to our potential and keep working as hard as we have done to make sure that we keep ticking over those points. We feel that we should be on more points than we're on, but you only make up for that by winning the next few games. So we don't want to be going into the Portsmouth game on the back of a little bit of a hangover. We want to be going in on the crest of a wave, and to finish off a fantastic week with a win against Nuneaton will put us in, stand us in good stead for the Portsmouth game, and everyone can go and enjoy that again. And that's where we're looking. Nuneaton is the focus. It's very, very important that we get a win there and really build on the week that we've had.